Hey, it's Miss Lauren, the OT, and I'm going to talk to you now about holding a pencil, marker, or crayon. So when we write or when we draw, our hand needs to be able to control what we're using enough so that it turns out how we want it to. And I'm going to show you a few ways to make that a little bit easier, or just to work on your muscles so that you're able to control your writing utensil a little bit better. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is a trick for picking up a pen, pencil, or marker, or crayon. So what you're going to do is you're going to try to pinch and flip, okay? So you want the marker, pencil, crayon facing you, so the colored part looks at you, and the other side is facing away from you. What you're going to do, and this is the hand, I write with my right hand, so that's the hand I'm going to use, but if you use your left hand to draw, that's okay too. So I'm going to use my pinchers. Well, first I'm going to start with a fist, and then I'm going to get my pinchers out, and I'm going to pinch the marker or the crayon or pencil near the colored part, and then flip it up back to me, okay? And then I have my thumb, my pointer, pinching it, and then my middle finger is going to use the side to kind of help control it. And then I can draw. Okay, so now I'm going to show you with a crayon. And I like to use broken crayons because when you use a broken crayon, they're kind of too small to really be able to hold with a fist. So if you break your crayons, then you have to use your fingers to hold it. And that helps you to make your fingers stronger when you use them. Okay, so pinch. And one thing you can do is take a little toy or a pom-pom or a cotton ball, or if you're using a marker, you can use the marker cap, and you're going to hold it. You're going to hold it in your hand with your little finger and your ring finger. So these two are going to go down and hold your toy or your cotton ball, your pom-pom, or your marker cap in your hand. And that leaves your thumb, your pointer finger, and your middle finger free to hold your crayon or marker or pencil. And then you can draw. Okay? And you want to try to keep holding that in there the whole time to make your hand muscles really strong. All right, so now I'm going to show you a few of my favorite pencil grips to use. And if you do see an OT, you might want to ask them what they prefer for you, because they might have a good idea of something that might work better for you. So these are a few of my favorite pencil grips. Okay, so this one is called the writing claw, and it has 3 cups, as you can see, with a hole in the middle, and one cup is bigger than the others. And on this side, we have a T, if you can see that. Let's see. It's kind of hard to tell on here. There is, in any case, there is a T on the big one, and there is an M. If you can see, this one is a little bit longer than the other ones. So this is an M for middle. And this particular one is really made for someone who's right-handed. But you could try even if you are left-handed, because you can still kind of fit your fingers in there. But this one is a little bit longer, so it might be a little bit more comfortable for somebody who writes with their right hand. But anyhow, what you want to do is you want to hold it with the cups up and put the pencil down in through the hole. Not too far, because you want it to be near the end. All right, and your thumb is going to go in the big cup. Your pointer finger, and the way that it should go right now is that your thumb is near the end and the pencil is resting on top of your hand. And your finger is going to reach around to go inside that second cup. And then your middle finger is going to go inside that third longer cup. And then you can pinch. And again, if you have some trouble keeping those, the ring finger and your little finger down, you can use a pom-pom, you can use a little toy or a marker cap. If you have the skinnier markers, this will fit on it, but if you have the bigger ones, it won't really fit on it. So it might be better just to use a little toy or pom-pom. And then you pinch, and it'll keep your fingers where you want them to be. Okay? So the next one, this one is called the grotto grip, I believe. Let's see, or this one's called the pencil grip. And it looks kind of like a sword hilt, which I think is pretty cool. But this is a good one for, let's see, it's a little dusty on there. Okay, so it's got its little sword hilt looking thing, and then it has an R and an L. So this one works pretty much the same way for right-handed and left-handed people. The R is where you put your thumb if you're right-handed, and the L is where your thumb goes if you're left-handed. So you want the side with the R and the L to be up. So the bigger part of the sword hilt kind of thing is going to go at the bottom. You're going to stick the pencil down in it. It's also kind of squishy, which is nice. And then your thumb goes in here, and your pointer finger goes in the other side of that little hilt. And again, you can always hold something in those little fingers if that's easier for you to keep your fingers there. There we go. And then this guy, I actually forget what this one is called, and I'll have to double check on where I got it. So if you want to know, just let me know and I can get you that information. But looks kind of funny. It almost reminds me of something in the inner ear or like a nose or something. I don't know. But it has two big openings and then the little opening for the pencil and this little handle. And what you're going to do is you're going to put these openings with the small holes down and the big holes up. And the pencil goes in the middle. And then your middle finger is going to go in that loop. And then your thumb and index go here. Just like that. And then I wanted to show you also, this one in particular is called a twist and write pen. I think it's a pen, it might be a pencil. It's a pen. So there are also pens or markers that come in this shape, and this is for kids who writing is pretty tricky for, and they need to work on strengthening and have a hard time stabilizing their pencil. But what you can do is you can put your pointer finger through that little Y shape and then pinch at the bottom and color like that. Okay. And there's a way that you can use a similar grasp on a pencil if you still kind of have some trouble holding a pencil. What you can do is you can put the pencil between your pointer and your middle fingers and then pinch down there. And that'll just kind of help you give you a little extra stability if you have a hard time with that. Okay. So again, pinch with your middle finger to help, or pinch with your thumb, pointer, and then middle finger to help stabilize and keep these two little ones tucked in. And that's called a tripod grasp. And then if you have a really, really hard time with that, you can also put it between your pointer and your middle finger and then pinch with the three down there. And those are just a few ways to hold your pencil, or some tips and tricks for making it a little bit easier. Okay, so those are a couple of tips and tricks for holding a pencil, crayon, or marker. And something else that you can do if you're still having a little bit of trouble with it, and it's really hard for you, you can do some exercises to make your hands a little bit stronger. And if you talk with your OT, or your teacher might be able to help you too, but even just doing animal walks or like a wheelbarrow walk is great. Anything where you are weight bearing on your hands flat. That'll help build all the muscles inside your hand and make writing a little bit easier. All right, well, I hope you guys got some helpful tips from that, and I will talk to you again later. Bye.